Eamon Khan here for Seconds Out with former lightweight world champion Richard Commey. Richard, good to see you. How you doing?
I'm very well, man. How you doing?
Yeah, real good to speak to you. Also joined by Dan Raja as manager as well too. Dan, just before we get into the conversation with Richard, what are you planning for Richard for the end of this year and moving into the next year?
Yeah, hi, Eamon. So, with Richard Commey, look, he just had a comeback win last month, a spectacular comeback. He had almost a 2 years layoff and a second round TKO in his comeback. Looked really comfortable. Richard's been in the gym, sparring at the top level, you know, the elite. So now we've got a fight, Swift Promotions, Danny Garcia Promotions, in Brooklyn, on in October the 18th. At the Barclays Center, which is going to be absolutely massive, co-main event, uh, as part of Danny Garcia's kind of farewell tour. We've got an opponent lined up, a guy called H2O. Um,
Okay.
he's quite well known, I guess. Jake Paul's team, most valuable promotions. So yeah, that's who we've got next, and just to kind of get Richie back into the mix. He's not shy from the big events. He's headlined Madison Square Garden. And was, like the likes of Teofimo Lopez and George KAMBOSOS. So he wants to get back into some big scene. So this is another step in that.
So at what weight are you looking for Richard to contest at?
140.
Okay. Brilliant. Richard, let's bring this back to yourself. A long layout outside of the ring. I imagine the feeling was just great to get the ball rolling again and get the victory.
Yeah, most definitely. I've been out for quite some time, and I've been itching it. I'm a watch for it. I've been looking for it to find. And I met Danny, and then we had a meeting, we had a chat, and it made things happen, and everything started rolling. So, like you said, last month I got back in the ring for the first time since how many years? 3 years, and then I kind of been away for a while, but even though I've been training, like I've been in camp with most of my guys fighting, but then I don't fight, So it wasn't like I was away doing nothing or I was not fighting, but I still in the gym, still training. So yeah, looking forward to the next fight, which is 18th of October, I'm just doing what I got to do, getting myself ready. Although in the future I got so many fights, I want to compete the highest level again. So, first thing at a time, just take care of this coming fight on the 18th of October, and then we'll see where the future takes us.
Did you particularly enjoy your time away from boxing? Did you feel refreshed coming back into it? Because boxing is a very strange sport sometimes.
Yeah, I'm kind of. I didn't really leave, but I didn't really leave because I was in the gym
Hmm.
training every day. But yeah, I feel sometimes you feel itchy when you feel like you want to go out there, but So it kind of I feel more relaxed because I feel more relaxed and coming back, and Sometimes you reflect on some of the mistakes you've done in the past, and then when you come out, you feel like You feel more refreshed and more ready to go again.
Ashton, H2O Silva, we've seen him. He was obviously one of the MVP prospects looking to get back up on the ladder. For your eye, what do you think of him as a fighter?
Well, I didn't really, I didn't really see much of him. All I see is the highlights. I know he's got potentials, and he's coming up. But he got potential. I got potential. And I've been there. So for me, I wanna get back to the top, but I've got everything on my so I got to use everything. I got to win this fight. That's it. But I know he's good guy. He's coming. But that doesn't really. Uh, I don't really worry much about what he's bringing. I'm just worried about me winning. I gotta win this fight. That's it.
What's the difference between the Richard Commey that held the world title and the one that I'm speaking to now? Of course, you'll say I don't have the world title right now, but I'm trying to point towards age because obviously time waits for no man. But what have you done to counteract the age part of the game?
Well, it's all about staying fit, staying ready, and looking after myself. I don't drink. I don't party. So age. For example, just recently we saw what Crawford did to
Mm.
Canelo, you know what I mean? And Crawford is older guy, you know what I mean? It's always, and he stayed away. He hasn't fought in how many years? In about maybe a year or so. But yeah, he went in there in the ring with Canelo, and we all see what happened, you know what I mean? So it's all about you taking care of your body, you training, and you being smart, you know what I mean? You don't get into trouble, and then you still focus, and that should be it. Which I am doing that as well. So I pray that, you know what I mean, everything will come my way, and then, you know what I mean, everything will fall to plan, and then we'll move on from there. Because I can't afford to, I gotta win this fight. That's it.
Hmm. What's your expectation? Let's say you get the victory as you plan to do against H2O. What shot do you want to call?
Well, you know what I mean? So looking for, you know, there are some few guys I only want to fight, like KAMBOSOS is one of them. And like I said, it's going to be a good fight because we all share the same opponents, you know what I mean? You fought Loma, I fought Loma, I fought Teofimo, I fought Teofimo. So it's kind of we got few opponents in common, which will be good. Is a former world champion, a former world champion, you know what I mean? So it's always be good to get in the ring and see what, you know what I mean, and have that experience. You know what I mean? And then I got a few guys like Ruli. I want to fight Ruli. I want to fight, you know what I mean? But then I got to take one step at a time. You know what I mean? Never know. Maybe I might call the name and then maybe I might want to fight one person, this person. Then things might change. I might get a little bit like someone who is more closer to the title, you know what I mean? But I really want to come. I'm coming back to 140. I want to fight everyone at 140. Definitely.
Rolly's up at welterweight, so would you go up to 147?
Well, you know, if the chance come, we can all. I mean, Dan is there. They can agree, and maybe a catch weight. But you know, what I mean, for me, I'm coming back as a 147, and I mean 140. So you know, what I mean, if the fight really means a lot and it's gonna be a good fight, we can always like, you know, what I mean, we can always agree to fight at a certain weight.
Hmm. When you've been around the boxing circuit, have you interacted with Kambosos Jr. before? What's your interactions been with Kambosos beforehand?
No, I have never had a chance to chat with him.
Do you think he'd want the fight with you?
Yeah, I think so. I think they might be interesting because you know what I mean. I'm not you know what I mean. I'm not a guy that like you should say no. I don't want to fight you. You know what I mean. And looking at both sides, we both on the same like he's a world champion. I'm a world champion. You know what I mean. We both bring our heart to the fight, uh, and we both people are gonna love if we fight. You know what I mean. And you know, boxing is it's all about style and the matchmaking and you know what you bring to the table that people are gonna love. So I think my style and his style is gonna be interesting. People are gonna love to watch that fight.
Danny, do you think that would the fight with Kambosos would be particularly difficult to make?
I mean, George Kambosos had a great fight against Richardson Hitchens, and he came up short. So he's looking to come back onto winning ways. But I think from sort of initial conversations that I've had with his team, you know, they even on their comeback, even they want big fights, you know, big name opponents, but somebody that they can test themselves with. But so I think Richie, where he's at in his career, he's got all the accolades of already, like Richie said, fighting mutual opponents that they both fought before in the past. So now I think with both of them coming back, I think that fight should be not too difficult to make. From what I understand, George is coming back early next year in the second quarter. So, I think it's a fight that's possibly could get made, which he used to be with, previous promoters, promotional outfit that they also share. So there's a lot of things that they share in common. And I think stylistically, it's a great matchup. You know, Richie's got a 90% knockout ratio, which is massive, and George Kambosos is also a come forward fighter. So when you get two people who are coming forward, you know, you're gonna get a great fight stylistically.
Richard, I'm from the UK, and of course, in the rankings, you got a couple of British-based names in the form of Dalton Smith and Adam Azim. Are they on your radar at all?
Yeah, most definitely. You know, since the last time I fought in the UK was when I won the Commonwealth title. I always love to fight in the UK, but I never got a chance to now. So yeah, if it happens that I have to fight any of these guys in the UK, why not? I'm gonna jump on it straight away.
Hmm. What do you think of them
Yeah, I
as
don't say I
fighters?
would. Well, it's also like he's great. He's coming out. You know what I mean? Try to do something. Try to get to the world stage. You know what I mean? Which is good. Like as far as his training is looking after him, he keep doing what he's doing. You know what I mean? It's always like if I ever had a chance to fight with him, yeah, it's gonna be a good fight.
Mhm. Who do
Yeah.
you rate as, and of course I imagine that you say yourself, but taking yourself at the equation, who do you rate as the best in the division right now?
Well, right now, you know what I mean? I'm gonna say with not with any disrespect, right? But I say sometimes we judge by the champions. So the champions, those that carry the titles, I feel like they deserve that respect. So I give them they are doing the right thing, so they are the best right now. That's the way I put it because they are the champion, they are the title. So I don't want to look past them because they work so hard to get to that fit. So respect to them, you know what I mean? But yeah, there should be a new faces pretty soon.
But from Lopez, Hitchens, Matthias, Russell, who do you rate as number one?
Well, it will be hard for me to rate, honestly. But that is what I say with no disrespect. They had the title for a reason, and they were doing something great. That's why they had the title. So I give them that respect. You know, I mean, Richie since he's good, he's nice. Teofimo as well, and Matias. So I don't want to disrespect. I don't want to choose out of them, but they all got their different style. They are all good in their own way. You know what I mean? So yeah, but pretty soon there should be a new one out that we see. And yeah, they haven't fought for me to know that this star be this star to choose from. You know what I mean? But they're all doing something great in their own way.
What do you think about this potential Teofimo Lopez versus Shakur Stevenson fight?
Well, it's gonna be it's gonna be like a chess play, you know what I mean? Because one don't wanna get hit. One is I thought Teofimo is slick with his punches. You know what I mean? He's smart and he can punch. And you know what I mean, with few that I've seen with Shakur, he just wanna keep Shakur just wanna Shakur will just keep moving. You know what I mean? 1 second.
No worries, take your time.
Yeah. Yeah, Shakur wanna just keep moving, just wanna keep boxing. So we see how Shakur he's got the same thing as Crawford. So we see how Teofimo is gonna if it happen or if it's happening, you see how he's gonna maybe he's got something in his sleeves, you know what I mean? So we see how he's gonna go.
Do you, since you've been out of the game, of course, Lomachenko has retired from the sport. Do you keep in contact with Lomachenko? What do you think about his retirement? Because people thought that maybe he could have had another one at least.
Well, for me, you know, what I mean, he's been doing this for ages. When he's done a lot in the when you talk of the amateur boxing, and sometimes it's just the love. When the love is no more there, he ain't fighting for money. He ain't fighting for you know what I mean. So when, for example, he fall out of love with the boxing, you know what I mean, nothing can, you know what I mean, nothing can. He's got nothing to push him to fight again. That is why he retired. And I must say, like, you know what I mean, I can't blame him for that because he's been doing that for so long a time. You know what I mean. If first he accomplished whatever he feel like he need to accomplish in the boxing, and there's no more love there. So maybe he's gonna fall in love again, and then maybe he might want to come back and do one or two. You know what I mean? Who knows?
Mhm.
So yeah, man, he's done what he got to do, and I wish him all the best.
Richard, what did you think about Crawford's win over Canelo? Did you watch it?
Yeah, and you know what I mean? I said before that I ain't there's no way before my mind was like I was a kind of a bit worried for Crawford. But Crawford has always been one of the guys that I admire so much, you know what I mean? But then, you know what I mean? Doing what Crawford has done has really, really, really given me the hope that age has always been a number. If you look after yourself for and you have the mindset and you work so hard and work smart, there's nothing you cannot do.
Hmm. I'll leave
Yeah,
the
he did
uh,
great.
I'll leave the final word with yourself, Richard. What happens when you get in the ring with Ashton H2O Silva?
Well, I'm just going there. Like I said, it's all about winning. I gotta win. Whichever way it happens, I want my hands to be raised on that night. And that is what that matters to me. And I want to tell you guys, my fans from the UK, Ghana, across the world, that they should keep on praying, they should keep their support. And I mean, I'm coming back with something really good pretty soon to lift the flag of Ghana high, always. I'm a proud Ghanaian and I always fight for my people.
You're a very exciting fighter, Richard. Known as a warrior, you got a lot of goodwill towards you from boxing fans. I know that for sure, and hopefully see you back in the ring and back in a big opportunity. Thank you for speaking to the Seconds Out as well. To you too, Danny, and we'll see you back in the ring soon.